Welcome back to the Text Chainsaw Massacre the game video. Yesterday we talked about some details for the next patch in the game. Today we have the full patch notes for an update that's going to be coming on Tuesday, September 12th. All right, so that's very soon. I'm actually very impressed that they flipped around 2 patches back to back within a week of each other. That's very exciting, and this patch is a lot of quality of life changes. Some you may love, some you may hate, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below, but let's go through them right now. First of all, victims trapped collision issue. Resolved an issue where victims who are trapped then lose collision/control when trying to use a gap afterwards. This issue is not the only issue related to hitchhiker traps and victims. That's a big one. I personally have never experienced it, but I know how bad it can be. I've heard it all the time, and I've gone against victims who have run into our hitchhiker traps and have not been able to interact with crawl spaces afterwards, which is definitely a big game changer for sure. So glad they fixed that. The perking up achievement. We fixed an issue with the perking up achievement causing it to not unlock. Carry on achievement hunters. Another one that was pretty annoying if you were trying over and over again to get that achievement unlocked but never got it. I was one of those, never got mine unlocked, but now it's good to go. Continue on lobby end screen. This issue is causing all active players to wait the full timer when choosing to continue the next match due to disconnected players. This will help speed up the process of matchmaking into the next match for active players. Continue missing from custom endgame screen. We resolved an issue where the continue option was missing from the end screen of custom games. The car battery will now start out on and be powered up by default. This will help family players get the task at hand to set up for the match faster. That's a big one. We talked about it yesterday. I think similar to the gen, I think the battery should start on just to allow you more time to prep when you have a full victim squad that is really moving fast. There were times where you wouldn't even get to the battery and they've already done the fuse box escape, for example. So why not? This should help newer players just get the battery on. I think overall this is a really good change and should help just a little bit when it comes to slowing the game down. Respec in lobby option. We removed the option to respec characters in match lobbies. You can still edit the character loadouts and spend any unused skill points. Respec will have to be done via the main menu now. I totally agree with this. I mean, respecing inside of a lobby is wasting a lot of people's time. I mean, everyone's readied up and there's one person sitting there respecing. It's not a very fast thing to respec your character. If you want to do it at the main menu. Doing it in a pregame lobby is just wasting the people around you's time, and I don't like that. So all around, I'm down for this fix. It makes sense to me. Bone scrap limits. Bone scrap piles are now limited to 3 uses per pile. This is just one step in terms of balancing the scrap usage and frequency. Now, all right, listen, the bone scraps are a little crazy sometimes. All right, I totally agree with it. The bone scrap piles are a little nuts, especially when you're at things like the slaughterhouse and the valve and there's a pile 2 feet away and you're just getting stabbed on loop on loop on loop. Or you have somebody like Leland at the beginning of a game stabbing Leatherface 6, 7, 8 times before he even turns on his chainsaw. We can see bone scraps being abused here and there, but being limited to 3? That's a big change. That's a big percentage drop in total amount of bone scraps on the map. So I don't know. We'll see how that plays out. I'm definitely interested in seeing how much that's going to change the balance of the game. I'll tell you one thing, those grandpa world records out there, they're never going to be beaten after this patch comes out if the 3 uses per pile stays. That's for sure. The cook lock usage XP farm, we have set a limiter to the amount of XP that can be earned from placing and removing locks repeatedly. You will still receive the XP bonus for placing each of the 3 locks once. Lobby timer set to 3 minutes. We added to the lobby timer in the last patch to give more time to fill lobbies. The community generally disliked this change, and we've therefore reverted it back to the standard 3 minutes. I honestly kind of wish it'd be shorter, or at least have it where if 6 of the 7 people are readied up, you cut it down to 30 seconds or restart. I just still think one person can hold a thing hostage for way too long, but 3 minutes, it's much better than the 5 minutes we were seeing with the last patch. So yeah, I'm glad we're going back to normal. And then last but not least, further anti-cheat tuning and improvements. We've continued our work on anti-cheat and are one step closer to reintegrating PC into crossplay, though we are not there just yet. Players encountering uses of cheats and or hacks in public PC lobbies, please continue to report them via support. But that's it. That's the patch coming Tuesday, September 12th. And they also confirmed that a new edition of the Muerto Times will arrive Wednesday, September 13th. So more things to look forward to then. But I think overall, very happy with this patch. Some great quality of life changes. The bone scrap limits, and this is a family main talking here, that has me a little nervous, but we'll see just how much balance changes that really makes. I think most of the time when it comes to bone scrap usage, it's not actually being used to escape or, do something effective as a victim. Most of the time, it's just trolling. I could be wrong, I don't know, but 3 uses does seem pretty small per bone scrap pile. But again, you don't really know until it's put into motion and we see how it plays in game. But hey, that's my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments below. That's gonna wrap up this video. If you enjoyed, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more updates like this one. And of course, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.